Leo, you're the last one of the series. This is your June reading. I might do another round, but for now, that's what it is. And we're finally on your sign. I'm gonna draw for you a Forest of the Fae mini card. Let's see. The Griffin, be brave and fly above the clouds. It could mean travel. It could also simply mean opening yourself up to kind of I'm hearing higher mind, but that's why I'm quiet, because I'm trying to feel it out. You know what I don't like about saying reach for your higher mind is sort of because it implies that you weren't before, but I don't sense that to be true. That's why I'm sort of hesitating before I speak, right? Let's draw more cards and we'll see. The card that fell is Neuf. Oh, there's two cards. Souhait and Neuf. It means a wish, and this means new or the number 9, which is the wish card, right? The 9 of Cups. So maybe you could say it's a double wish, but it's definitely a new wish if you take it very literally. So that's interesting. Then it makes more sense with flying above the clouds, reaching for that wish. And like I said, if it's a double wish, then it's really, really high. So you have to go like, you know, maybe that's why you need to be brave, because it requires all of you to be all in for this particular wish that seems to be above all the others, right? Let's draw some tarot. I'm gonna put the glasses for 2 minutes on the side while I shuffle. Let's ask the tarot what this wish is, how it unfolds for you, what it requires besides bravery from you. Let's see if the cards will answer these 3 questions. There's a little pile that fell. They didn't turn, but I'm still going to take them for now. Only 3 cards. So we have the King of Swords in reverse, which I just drew for Capricorn. We have the Magician and the Empress in reverse. I mean, being a wish, you know, you're strongly manifesting this, definitely here with the Magician. I'm sensing it would be, if it's a new wish, as the cards were pointing to, the Empress is in reverse here, so maybe you want things to grow. That's why you're wishing for a new, like it's, you're hoping for a new, not hoping, it is a new wish, right? I'm trying to explain better why I would sense that it's a new wish by looking at the Empress in reverse, right? So something that wouldn't have yielded the results you wanted, or the abundance you were hoping for, wishing for. I'm going to use the word wish, right? I think you're strongly interceding here with your magic, quote unquote, right? Using all of your might to turn this around, have it bloom again. Hence why you want the newness, right? So new, renewal, right? The word new is contained within renewal. That's why I'm sensing this to be linked to the Empress in reverse. Just want to point out that the Empress would be in reverse because the King of Swords is in reverse. There's a direct link between the attitude of one having a reverberation on the other, like a ripple effect on this growth, on this abundance, on this unfoldment. I think there was a lot of I'm hearing like calculation, right? You might have been calculating instead of being in your flow, which would be the right place to be for allowing abundance to sprout, to just happen. Yeah, I'm sensing rigidity. Close-mindedness as well, like narrow-mindedness. That's more like it, not closed, narrow. Yeah, there's no room for flight, for taking flight when you don't have a wide panoramic vision of things, overview, point of view. There's another word, but being French, sometimes it eludes, English words elude me more. It sort of resembles overview, but it's a little bit different. Vantage point maybe is what I wanted to say. I want to draw some more and see where this is going. This card. The Queen of Wands in reverse. The Fool in reverse. A lot of cards of holding back. Okay, now we have a pile. 3, I think. 4. Eight of Wands. Let me put them differently. Eight of Wands, Death in reverse. Then we have, this deck has 2 extra cards. One is number 23, like a major arcana called the Artist. It came out in reverse, and the Moon. Very strong energies here. You've got a lot of major arcanas. So I'm going to group them a little bit differently than sort of how they came out, but let me show you what I'm doing. I'm grouping the Eight of Wands, the Fool in reverse, and the Queen of Wands as one message, being you've held back a lot, you've held back your fire, your desire, you've held back, sorry, showing your light, showing your warmth. You've held back your words. You've held back going towards your wish. But because it's a new wish, so it could be read as this is what happened in the past, so now you're wishing for something new to happen. So just hypothetically, if it's a love relationship, doesn't mean you're going back to that person. It could be simply you're moving on and wanting something new for yourself in love. If I'm reading these cards as the past, right, having held back, not communicating, maybe having experienced a situation that didn't grow. Otherwise, it's kind of the same situation here of this narrow-mindedness that is impeding your manifestation. Not fully, but it is basically conflicting with it. With that narrow-mindedness, or because of that narrow-mindedness, it leaves you, you know, I mean, the King of Swords usually is a good communicator, right? But he's not speaking here. You've got Eight of Wands in reverse, and the King is in reverse. I'm also sensing, and these are the arrows of love, so it could have definitely been a situation pertaining to love. There's really something strong about your desires. It's completely extinct. And it doesn't have to be like the way we usually or superficially use the word desire, right, in the context of a love relationship. I feel it's much more sort of a little bit, because of this Empress, right? Energy as well. Like both are showing me that it's almost like a loss of appetite. So it's like you're this King is very dry, being in reverse. So it's the same energy of almost going thin, like you've lost your appetite. And I mean by that, it's metaphorical. It's like your gusto for life, and like this sort of the what we call the bounce in your step with the Fool, right? You've lost a little bit of the mojo maybe, but mojo not necessarily on the sexual side of things, but sort of that but you have the Magician upright. So I just want you to know it's temporary. It's not it's probably due to a situation, right? So let's look at these three major arcana. Maybe they'll tell us more. I mean, you would be sort of death being in reverse kind of means being not wanting a situation to end. I don't know if you choose to stay, you know what I mean? Like, is it of your own choosing that it's not ending, or is it otherwise? That's for you to figure out if this applies at all, right? There's a lot, because the Moon is here, there's a lot of dreamy energy. I say dreamy because it feels pensive, lost in your thoughts, and lost in the thoughts that the ones that are emotional, right? I sense going back on the past, going on reviewing what's been in your mind, right? Like revisiting the past emotions. Maybe that's why there's a certain loop here of staying and not putting this, not putting an end to this. So almost wanting to be in that reminiscence energy. And the artist usually is the visionary. He creates newness. He's also the one that uses his imagination, which, with the Moon, there's imagination here as well. But being in reverse, it would be curtailed, which is interesting. So you see, that's what I mean about it's really reminiscence, because when you're fully in your, if it was upright and you would be quote unquote having your full use of your imagination, you could probably envision and create something new in your mind. Whereas being in reverse, you're choosing to recreate and relive the past in your mind. And again, it's in your mind, but it's really linked to an emotional response, right? And maybe that's what it is. Maybe those memories, it's the feeling that's attached to those memories that you're attached to, that you're sort of caught in. So, but the griffin is telling you be brave and fly above. It says above the clouds, but I think it's above this. You need to get past this reminiscence. You have everything you need with the magician to get to that next level, to get to this new wish. For sure. It's really interesting. You have the two only upright cards are the Magician and the Moon. So for me, the Moon being an energy that is reflective, right? The Moon reflects the light of the Sun. You're Leo, so your light being ruled by the Sun. This card has an importance in your reading, but I still feel it's secondary. And I really think that having the Magician here so strongly is really a blessing. It's almost like I just heard Houdini, and I heard Houdini because I was about to say this is the key element of your reading, and the key, I saw like Houdini trying to free himself out of those numerous locks, right? So it's interesting. You can pull it off. Definitely, Leo. Let's draw a love oracle. It'd be interesting to see what comes out, because it did point to a love situation more than anything. I don't know if one's going to come out by itself. Yes. It's really beautiful. It's Love's Embrace. It's a beautiful card. I think I did pull it for another sign, but I'm not sure which one now. It's been a couple days since that. It's not the last two readings. It's the ones before. I don't remember which one. So Love's Embrace, I think, is your wish. I think it's been your wish all along, right? No matter what happened before that you're reminiscing about, I feel you would be reminiscing about Love's Embrace. Because why would you want to revisit those feelings? Especially, I told you they're linked to emotions, and I think that you are reveling in that energy. And yet, because of the card that says new here, it's also a like it's the cards are showing you that you can go and you can find Love's Embrace again. Whether, and I'm not able to say like with who, right? It's irrelevant. It's in general, so take it as it applies for you. I'm not trying to skew or force the reading in any direction here. On the contrary, I want it to be like for you to have an open interpretation of how, what it means for you. Love's Embrace, I really enjoy this. It says, surrounded by beauty. This is the text here. Up here says, surrounded by beauty. I find that extremely strong because I'm going to say something about Leos. Hopefully you agree. Leos are very attached to beauty. Not necessarily in a vain, superficial way, but they are very, very, they really love to take care of themselves, and they love to look good because they enjoy the attention that they get, the gazes, you know, and the compliments. And so they don't necessarily do it just to fetch the compliments and everything and the attention, but noticeably a lot of Leos are attached to beauty, so personal beauty, but beauty in general. It's usually very important in their lives, and they usually love a beautiful partner. Because Leos do, a lot of them enjoy a public life, they really want to be seen with someone beautiful. They want to be seen as a beautiful couple in public. All of those things are quite important in your values, the things that matter to you. And overall, you could say beauty, like in a broader sense, and I think you appreciate art. And you know, being the Leo, you know, the Leo rules the heart. So you love art, but you also love heart. And so it implies courage, having, like, when you have things at heart, right? You are very invested. All of these things are very typical of Leos. So let's read the love story here. It was a warrior who had fought long and hard in distant lands, adorned with the pelts of exotic conquests. And through it all, he became hardened and saw very little love in his life. That is, until she came pouring forth, lingering like the scent of the sweetest incense, engulfing him and showering him with selfless giving and a warm embrace. They settled down into family life with a sweet dog who loved and worshipped him as the master of the house. No longer alone in his life, love surrounded this young warrior, and he was embraced and adored in this new time of peace. The action: surround yourself with love and acknowledge love in your life, great and small. Be mindful of the manifestations of love in your life with each passing day, whether through a hug from a friend or, yes, even the sweet eyes of your favorite pet. Make a list of all the ways you have felt loved today. Send gratitude out into the universe for bringing you this love. The meditation. Imagine yourself in the middle of a swirling vortex of love all around you, full of colors and light. You are embraced, enveloped, held, and safe. And the affirmation: I am surrounded by love, I am embraced, I am adored. There you go, Leo. So thank you for being here. Please like, share the video. Do subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you soon. Thank you.